It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2 spot. And for New Orleans, Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Williams is out there with Ingram. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. Rozier the pass to Washington. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously
so fun.
exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
And it's the Hornets ball. Pass to Bridges. Great D that time from Favors.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
And here is Rozier. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Brooklyn. Here's Zeller, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Outside Williams. Outside Redick. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
From downtown, Redick can't get that one to fall. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to the Nets. Rozier the pass to Washington, and it's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Outside Williams. Outside Redick. Redick can't get that one to fall.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Zeller dishes to Graham. Charlotte moving the ball around. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Holiday. Oh, that's blocked.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Bridges kicks to Graham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Redick, here we go, and it's blocked.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And it's Washington missing. New Orleans has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. Ingram kicks to Redick. Back to Ingram. Trying to get something going. They get it back. Outside Holiday. Favors trying to break free. Ingram left side. Outside Redick. Ingram against Bridges. And another shot. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bridges passes to Rozier. Back to Bridges. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And this Charlotte franchise has been stuck in the middle for so long with Kemba Walker leaving this summer in free agency. Greg, is it time for them to hit the reset button?
A rebuild does seem in order. I'm not sure they have the stomach for it, but they need to tear it down to the studs and start over. Taking a look at some numbers for Redick, some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Holiday with the 3. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Lets it fly. And it's Graham missing. The Pelicans trail. Redick finds Ingram. Over Washington. And the Pelicans miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Here's Zeller. Puts it up from 12, and that one hits back iron. New Orleans with the ball. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Rozier looking around. Over Holiday, and the basket by Rozier. Holiday with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Portland.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic. Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Rozier, the pass to Zeller, and the rejection by Favors. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor comes in for Derek Favors. And Hart subbed in for J.J. Redick. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Over to the left wing. Here's Graham. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Hart. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish. Charlotte making a switch here.
Monk's checked in. Pelicans shooting their first free throw tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Just 5 on the clock. Monk for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Okafor, the pass to Hart. Ingram outside. Launches a 3. A rebound by Washington.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Ingram outside. And Hart has it in the corner. No good with the triple. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. Now, here's Monk. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. Here's Washington. Zeller trying to free himself up. Washington passes to Zeller. And that one is hammered home.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Passes it to Hart. Ingram outside. Over Washington. And the Pelicans miss again.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Misses from close range. Pelicans trail by 3. Jackson passes to Melly. Can't cash in from close range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
Bridges. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Ingram against Rozier. Ingram kicks to Okafor. Back to Ingram. Pass to Melly. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Brandon Ingram hits from deep. Ingram's got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just out of this world.
Okafor against Zeller. Monk, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Ingram, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Miles Bridges.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Bridges. Now, here's Monk. He's tightly guarded. Zeller dishes to Monk. Here's Rozier. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Here's Melly. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Pelicans lead by 4. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
1:27 left in the first quarter. Basket counts. Rozier's got his second bucket of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Jackson against Rozier. The pass to Ingram. Fades away. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
Here's Monk. Pelicans with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Rozier against Jackson. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Monk, just 5 to shoot. And it's Melly with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Jackson passes to Ingram. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Pelicans leading by 6.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
They've got each one more. Ingram is out there with Hart, and it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Williams kicks to Batum. Over Hart. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Batum. And Brett, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise. This season, moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
Zeller passes to Rozier. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
New Orleans making some changes here. Favors comes in for Ingram. And it's Holiday in for Hart. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Graham's checked in. Holiday gets the bucket.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Graham surveying the floor. Holiday against Rozier. Back to Batum. Lock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Zeller. Great D that time from Favors. Pelicans leading by 5. Holiday left side. Pass to Melly. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Out to the wing. Now here's Rozier. Guarded closely. And the rejection by Favors. Moore outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Juwan Moore trying to find a good balance between a perimeter threat and then being able to penetrate with the basketball.
Rozier the pass to Batum. To the inside. Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Favors finds Redick. And another 3 for New Orleans.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Terry Rozier. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Derek Favors.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he's good on the second. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible, and I know
now and knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And here's Holiday. Moore, left side. Launches it. And another three for New Orleans.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. He dishes it to Bridges. Cloak loose. The kick out to Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Favors. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The offensive rebound. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Takes it from 10. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The kick out to Williams. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Graham dishes to Batum. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Bridges. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Graham. Offline with his 3. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. They lead by 7. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Back to Redick. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. And Charlotte will come the other way.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Here's Graham. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Okafor's check in for New Orleans. Jackson comes in for Etuan Moore. The Hornets also with a sub. Washington's checked in. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
And the versatile wing, Nick Batum, wants a do-it-all scorer, but Greg, he's started to take less of an active role in offenses lately.
And Batum has been asked to do less volume scoring, but it's helped his efficiency as a player. Now past 30 years of age, you could see his role on teams being similar to that of Andre Iguodala's as he ages in the league.
Here's Holiday. No good with the wing jumper.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Graham kicks to Bridges. To the middle, unloads. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Reddick passes to Okafor. Here's Williams. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And the Hornets making a change here. Monk's checked in. That one misses for Okafor. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor, I totally agree. There's Jackson with the 3. Another shot. Williams can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
To the left wing. The pass to Monk. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Looking to get back on track here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
For New Orleans, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. New Orleans making some changes here. Ingram, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Josh Hart in for J.J. Redick. Over in the corner, Batum. And the Hornets miss again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside Holiday. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's now 11 points for Drew Holiday.
And Drew aggressive there, right? You could see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
Williams dishes to Monk. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Monk's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:32 left here in the second. Holiday with it. He's got 11. Pass to Hart. The dish to Ingram. Fires for 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:12 left in the first half. Hornets trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Batum scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Right block shot. That one wide left. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Hart. From outside, off the mark. Charlotte has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Rozier, he's checked in for Charlotte.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. Clearly a foul.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Hornets trail by 14. Now, here's Monk. He's got 6. From outside the arc. And so it's New Orleans, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball, and then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They lead by 14. Kenny?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They rely way too heavily on three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shot. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Charlotte, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the 2. Passes it to Rozier. That shot off. Some solid defense from Ingram. New Orleans leading by 14.
Well, the new front office in New Orleans, led by David Griffin, opting to keep Alvin Gentry as a head coach. A great decision because the players that they brought in the trade for Anthony Davis are going to love to play at that fast pace. You add Zion Williamson to that mix, this team immediately becomes one of the more interesting and exciting young teams in the NBA.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Bridges, and the rejection by Favors. They retain possession.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
For Charlotte, they have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. And Brent, a lot of times when a new head of basketball operations is hired, a new coach is coming up next.
Well, the continuity there is interesting because of the time that Alvin Gentry spent in Phoenix, and David Griffin was there with the Suns as well. And so that's going to help out this young core, that they know that there's a collective consciousness coming from both the coach and the front office for them to lay the foundation of what this new Pelican team is going to be all about. Rozier
against Holiday. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Derek Favors. The Hornets have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with, Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 14-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. 5 to shoot. Zeller passes to Graham, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Redick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Favors. He had a strong showing last season. 9th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Rozier, the pass to Zeller. The rebound by Holiday. Pelicans leading by 12. Williams finds Favors. Tries it from 9. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. But, you know, the NBA, not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So, but when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Back to Holiday. From past the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holiday's got 14 points for the game.
That's a beautiful shot there for Drew. Defenses have to account for Drew Holiday out there behind the arc.
And Zeller kicks to Rozier. Pass to Washington. Charlotte moving the ball around. Now Bridges jacks up a 3. The shot will not fall.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Zeller gets rebounded by New Orleans. Favors is... Holiday goes in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. With injuries and trade demands from their top player, it was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
And the Hornets call time here. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes next. But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here. A new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group. And this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn with some tremendous young players.
now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Graham, covered by Reddick. Graham dishes to Bridges. Here's Graham. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got rebound number 15 here tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
Appreciate Drew Holiday getting shifty there on the inside to draw the contact.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Monk's checked in for Rozier. Here's Graham, covered by Reddick. There's the pass to Monk. And the rejection by Favors. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Pass to Reddick. Fires the three. Hornets with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges kicks to Green. Off target from outside. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Now Holiday, 20 points for him. Here's Favors. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Graham, covered by Reddick. And here is Graham. Over Moore. And it's Graham missing. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. He kicks to Reddick. Favors against Zeller. Tries from the block. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Charlotte the foul. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Zeller. And it's Batum in for Bridges. Hornets trail by 21. Graham with the ball. Passes to Washington. And here is Monk. Charlotte moving it around. 5 on the clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Looking at the numbers for Batum, how he did last season. Averaged about 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Jackson from long range. And the Pelicans miss again. Charlotte's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Batum. Batum's got 3 assists tonight.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Knocked away. Pass to Alexander Walker. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Hornets trail by 19. The pass to Graham. Knocks down the 3-ball. Graham's got 5 points so far.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Here's Hart. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Tries from 10. Batum, good. He's got 9. Pelicans leading by 14. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Okafor. Back to Jackson. And Hart has it in the corner. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Now, here's Monk. 8 points for him. Shoots the three. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Favors trying to break free. Count it. Good. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Left side, Williams. And Okafor with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Pelicans leading by 16. Passes it to Alexander Walker. And it's off from three-point range. Hornets shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Graham. He's covered by Ingram. Tips it, and Williams is right there. Williams has got 7 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Saturday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Hornets trail by 15. Pass to Graham. Lots of room. And he gets the bucket. Graham's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Outside Jackson. Back to Ingram. And there's the pass to Hart. Shoots over Batum. Hart, no good. Charlotte has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Williams can't get it to go.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
On the wing, Jackson. It's stolen by Monk. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Monk's got the ball. Kicks to Graham. Shot on the wing, and he nails the jumper. He's got 9.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Ingram right side. This one for 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Hornets trail by 11. Here's Graham. 9 points in the game so far. Now Monk. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Keep battling. We're doing a good job. But guys, I'm telling you right now, the game is on the boards. We play great defense. We give it back. We give up a three-pointer. We have to go get it.
All in extra possessions, a chink in the armor that has Alvin Gentry concerned, you can tell.
Well, I mean, they could run all 5 guys at the defensive boards, but then sometimes you can't get out in transition quite as fast as you'd like.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Williams is out there with Ingram. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. And there's Jackson. And it's Hart in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
It's Ingram on the wing. Pulls up from the corner. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Monk, the pass to Rozier. Monk with the ball. Jackson on him. Feeds to Williams. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 4 on the clock. Here's Rozier. Okafor grabs the miss. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for New Orleans. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Hart. On the wing, Williams. Here's Hart. Dishes it to Ingram. The kick out to Williams. Off target with his 3. Hornets trail by 9. Outside, Batum. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Williams. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Miles Bridges in for Nicholas Batum. Rozier the pass to Zeller. Pelicans pull it in. Okafor's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Ingram attacking.
And how about the athleticism from Ingram? Really looking to tear the basket apart with these strong dunks.
Out to the right wing. Here's Zeller. Back to Rozier. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Drew Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Nobody near. Williams sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Charlotte calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Got a piece of it. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Pulls up for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And here is Rozier. Passes it to Zeller. Back to Rozier. Monk for 3. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Hornets trail by 16. Rozier the pass to Washington. Monk kicks to Rozier. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Here's Washington.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
Pass to Hart. The three. No good on the shot. And the Hornets now going the other way. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Sinks the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Holiday against Rozier. Holiday looking over the floor. And the pass to Hart. 5 to shoot. There's the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Rozier with the ball. Pass to Washington. Now, here's Bridges. Now Rozier. 1 for 3. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hart connects from three-point range. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Monk, the pass to Rozier. Ball's knocked loose, taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And he banks in the layup. Holiday's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
There's another turnover by the Hornets.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Reddick comes in for Josh Hart. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
To stop the run, a nice shot by Zeller.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
New Orleans leading by 18. Here's Holiday. Outside for Reddick. Back to Holiday. Clock at 4. Passes it to Favors. And stolen by Zeller. One-on-one fast break. Bridges shot. Good.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Rozier against Holiday. Now here's Ingram. Tight defense on him. He dishes it to Reddick. Back to Ingram. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Hornets trail by 16. Washington passes to Graham. And stolen by Reddick. Fast break. Here they come. Lobs it up for Favors. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Great D that time from Reddick. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And Ingram with the basket on the assist from Williams. 19 points for Brandon Ingram.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if the player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
And here's Holiday. Clock at 6. Ingram outside. Graham with the rebound. Graham's got his 5th rebound in this one. From 8. Rebound by Williams. Here's New Orleans. They're on an 18-7 run. Bridges against Redick. Favors at the elbow. Buried from 15 feet out. Favors has got 6 points in the quarter.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Rozier against Holiday. Out to the right wing. Here's Graham from 13 feet. It goes down. Graham's got 11 points here in just the second half. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Ingram left side. Here's Favors. They grab their own miss, and Holiday kicks to Ingram. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Derek Favors.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Ingram passes to Holiday. Williams kicks to Holiday. Lobs it up there for Ingram. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. All going up court. Bridges shot. Good.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
From deep three-point range, misses. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil here at home with a competitive matchup. What got you guys over the top tonight?
To stand together as a team, playing as hard as we could. The fans were great, and we wanted to play good for them.
And you surely did, Jalil. Thanks a lot for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the end.